Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is LimBryn and this is episode 13 of Parrotcraft. Not 13, it's 14. Today's episode we're kind of starting off by finishing episode 13, the last one, by doing these three things, which is the music disc, recovery compass, and netherite leggings, specifically music disc 5. Because in the last episode we explored an ancient city and got all the resources to do all this stuff, like Swift Sneak and echo shards and such. So I thought I'd start this episode by just kind of finishing up that one because it ended kind of abruptly when I got killed by the warden. But I get to show off this stuff now. Swift Sneak, first of all, very cool. Honestly, it feels weirdly faster than walking for some reason. I know it's not, but I don't know. It does feel faster despite the fact I'm pretty sure it is still 75% speed. The recovery compass, honestly, I'm probably not going to use that much because I don't die too often. Currently, it is pointing towards the ancient city because, of course, I did get wrecked by the warden when I was there, but I'm just going to put that in my tools chest in case I ever need it. And this music disc, I'm going to be honest, I'm never going to listen to this thing. I mean, I guess it's cool. I should probably turn that down a little bit just because my note blocks are kind of loud, but it's not exactly, I don't really agree with my parrot's sense in music. It's not exactly the kind of thing you just put on for fun. I think it's someone being chased by a warden, honestly. That's what it sounds like. But I like the music disc, just, never gonna use this as time-lapse background music or anything, because it's a little creepy. Yeah, so, this can also go sit in my ender chest probably forever in my music disc box, because, yeah, never gonna listen to that, most likely. But now that we are done with the last episode, we can actually start this one. And in today's episode, I want to continue doing 1.19 stuff. Because 2 episodes ago, I did some stuff with mud bricks, I went and did the ancient city, so we have a couple things left in the new update. One is a mangrove swamp, which is a couple thousand blocks that way, and 2 is frogs, which is in the mangrove swamp, that's a couple thousand blocks that way. So, I should probably get to flying. Luckily, I do have an elytra this time, as opposed to the last time that I went over to that area, which I did by boat, and it took me an hour. But this should take significantly less long, and should only be a couple minutes of flying, hopefully. Look what I found! We got a mangrove swamp, and it did in fact only take a couple minutes, despite the fact that I went the wrong way for a couple thousand blocks, and these are clearly new chunks, because that is some lag. Oh my god. Do you mind not, game? Okay, but yeah, we're here, and this is pretty much, exactly what I was looking for. So, if I head down into the jungle that is this swamp, there are frogs, and this is what I'm really here for, because frogs are cool. And also, they produce a new type of light source called a Froglight, and it looks really nice, and I want to use it, so I have to find some tadpoles so I can actually bring them home, because I don't think it's going to really let me just kinda yoink a frog, so I have to find their children and yoink those. Like a responsible person, because you wouldn't want to kidnap adults. Anyway, I'm not sure if frog spawn, I believe is the block I'm looking for, actually occurs naturally, or if I have to breed some frogs to get it, but I'm going to look around for a second just to see if I can find some, and also probably collect some of these propagules so that I can grow some mangrove trees at home. Ooh, and it looks like I get a couple of saplings per propagule. That's nice, because then I can just grow these, get mangrove wood, and I don't need to come here to harvest it. So as it turns out, you cannot actually pick up frog spawn, as I thought you could, but you can pick up the tadpoles that it hatches, but sadly, tadpoles don't spawn naturally, and neither does frog spawn, which means I have to actually breed these 2 frogs that I've captured, and frogs breed with slime balls, which I have slime balls back at my base, way back over there, and I don't really want to have to bring these frogs back because that would be a pain and probably take an hour. So, I'm hoping that slimes can spawn in mangrove forests, because they can spawn in normal swamps, so therefore I think they should be able to spawn in mangrove swamps. I haven't actually looked it up yet, which I probably should have done, but I have to wait till nighttime anyway, so I'm going to do that and also look up if it's actually possible. They can indeed, so now all I have to do is wait for nighttime with my two little frog companions, and then we can get some slimes, and these guys can have some food. It's nighttime, and guess what? It's a new moon, which means there is a 0% chance of slime spawning. Because why shouldn't slime spawn rates be based on the phase of the moon? It's the weirdest mechanic in the game. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, and there's a lot of monsters now, so I'm gonna wait on a tree. The sun is officially setting, and what phase of the moon do we have now? I assume crescent, because, yeah, it'd be weird if it was anything else. Oh my, why is it still so laggy here? Anyway, crescent has, like, a small chance to actually spawn slimes, so we might actually get something tonight. That's nice. And our frogs can finally get food. But I still have to actually wait for slimes to, spawn, so yeah. I'll be back. And no slimes were found that night, but it was a crescent moon, so still not a very good chance. Let's wait another 10 minutes. Another night, another chance for slimes, and this time it's a full moon, so it might actually happen. Finally, I have a slime. It's only been like half an hour of trying. Okay, this should be really easy because it's a slime, and slimes are not scary at all, but I do want it. The frogs can eat slimes, right? Do it. No, creeper, you're ruining the moment. Go away. Yes! It looks so funny. This is how Froglights happen, only it has to be a magma cube and not a slime, which makes it kind of infinitely harder, but whatever. Anyway, that is a reasonable amount of slime balls. Like, actually, that's a lot of slime balls, so I can go breed my frogs now. Yes. Oh, one frog and a two frog. And, that in theory, that's all I have to do. Do you guys need, like, line of sight or something? Oh. Okay. They did it? I think? Here, you guys be unleaded. But also, I'm gonna put you on leads, just not attached to a fence. Let's go over to the water. Because I think they have to put the frog spawn on water? Okay, he's going. Nope, no, okay. What did happen there? Here, got it, there you go. Just like, huh? How does this work? I thought you literally just, like, gave them slime and then it worked. Here, can I? Nope, that just takes the lead off. Okay. No. I'm so. Oh, okay, we're good. He did it. Can I do it again, please? Okay, I guess they don't work quite the same way as turtles. With turtles, they seem to literally just, like, instantly be breedable again, but I think each frog spawn gives you 4 to 6 tadpoles, if I remember those numbers correctly. So I just have to wait for these things to hatch, and then we should be all good, because I only need, like, 3 frogs. I want one of each different temperature type, so I'll have to go to a couple different biomes to actually hatch them, and then bring them to the nether. But, yeah, I just have to wait for these things to hatch now, which I have a feeling is actually going to take a second, so yeah, we'll see. Well, that was fast. It's only been like a minute, I feel like, and I already have some tadpoles here. So you can catch these guys in buckets, and assuming I can actually... bucket. Assuming I can actually find them and capture them easily, which is this. Nope, that is a tropical fish, which I don't think there's a very high chance of. There's one. Okay. And where's number 3? Because the biome that they grow up in determines what type of frog they are, and there's 3 different types of frogs, each with a corresponding froglight that they produce when they eat a magma cube. And there's the last tadpole. Okay, cool. So if we have 3 frogs, 1 of each type, then I can get every single type of froglight from my froglight farm that I'm planning on building, which I don't really, like, need most of the types. Only one of them really fits Parakeet super great, but I do plan on using all of them, or at least producing all of them. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get a couple more frogs because I would like to have more than just the ones I'm gonna use in the farm. And I've already bred these guys up again, so they should be producing some more frog spawn, hopefully. And that only took like a minute or two to hatch, I think. So it should be a pretty fast process once this guy, I think he's laying the eggs, maybe. You doing it? Go in the water. Okay, anyway, I did breed them again, so in theory we should be getting some stuff soon. There we go, it took them a second, but we got some more frog spawns, so now I just have to wait another minute or two for that to hatch, catch the tadpoles, and then I think I am all good to head back to Parrotcraft because I don't really need anything else from the mangrove forest. All the other stuff I can kind of get by growing these propagules, so we should be good. And our last tadpoles have hatched. Now all I have to do is catch them, which I probably should have paid better attention, and this might be slightly easier, because I don't actually know how many of them there are this time, so I'm just gonna go around catching tadpoles until I can't find any more, which is probably 3. No, haha. No, there we go. Okay, we have 5, no, 7, I can't count, whole tadpoles to bring back home, so, yeah, let's head back to Parrotcraft. And don't worry, I am releasing the frogs before I leave. I wouldn't want to leave them tied to this fence. Now that we're back in Parrotcraft, safe and sound with these tadpoles, I can actually start to grow them up because depending on what biome you grow them in, they become a different type of frog. And I need all 3 types, which luckily 2 of them are quite easy because it's biome dependent. So right in this corner of my base, for instance, this is a lush cave. So if we put a frog right there, or a tadpole, that will grow up into a warm frog, I believe. And if we head slightly over here, we are now in a jungle biome. And I believe a jungle biome actually gives you temperate frogs for some reason. I'm pretty sure. I should probably double check that actually. But if I'm not mistaken, a jungle biome will give me a different type of frog than that. So we just put one like right there. And that one should grow up into a different type of frog. The only issue is the last type of frog only grows in snowy biomes. And sadly, there are no snowy biomes in my base, so I have to actually fly like quite a bit this way to get to any snowy biomes, which is kind of unfortunate. Now, you might see that there's a little bit of snow every now and then. Those don't actually count, sadly. I need it to be either like a frozen ocean or a frozen river, and that will give me a cold frog. But like I said, they're kind of far away, and it's actually farther than I thought because I thought I'd be able to fly there in this clip. But I guess not. But somewhere over here, there are some snowy mountains that I could grow the frogs in, but it's really, like, really far away. Like, I think this is about 1,000 blocks already. Yeah, already 900 blocks. So I don't really want to have to grow up a frog over here. Here we are. And then transport it back to my base. Now, I say here we are, but we're not actually here yet, even though I thought we were. So, okay. Well, seriously, where is the snow? Because I thought that there was pretty much snow right next to the spruce. But they might actually grow up into a cold frog if they grow them here. But the biomes that they grow into a cold frog are pretty exclusive. So if I grow a frog here in this powdered snow that I'm slowly freezing to death in, this will get me the right type of frog. I also happen to be 1,500 blocks away, so I really don't want to do this. But there's only really one other option, and it's not really better. That option is here, which is in my strip mines, and we are pretty much almost all the way to the ancient city. It's only like 100 more blocks that way. And this is a deep dark biome, which will in fact spawn a cold frog. Now, honestly, I think this is easier. I don't have to set up any nether portals to get the frog from the snowy biomes to my base, because it's just a really long tunnel. Now, I do have to bring a frog up a ladder, but I don't think that's going to be that bad. So I'm going to grow this guy right here, and he should grow up into a cold frog because we are technically in a deep dark biome. And now that I have all my frogs ready to go, all I have to do is wait. So I'm going to wait right here with this little guy just because he's the farthest away and is going to be the most annoying to bring back. There is one frog all grown up. This is the cold frog as expected. And the other two, sadly, I don't actually think will have really grown up yet because I believe they are in not rendered chunks, which is nice. So I have to go wait over there for a little bit longer so that those two will actually grow up. But I can bring this guy back. It's quite a long walk, and oh my god, it looks so goofy. The exact same thing happens with turtles, which is their normal walking animation is like really slow, but it's totally based on their speeds. When you drag them, they go like crazy. Okay, I gotta walk this guy back, and then we have to take him up the ladder, which is the only part that I'm actually like worried about. So the worry with the ladder is that you can bring like entities up a thing with a lead like this, but the thing is they tend to have some really janky fall damage when you do this, and frogs, while they do have a 10 damage reduction for fall damage, so they don't kill themselves by jumping, I don't think it's infinite, so I'm really hoping this doesn't kill my frog, because a lot of entities, when you hang them from a lead for a really long time, like I am right now, when they touch the ground, they kind of just like spontaneously explode, because the fall damage has been like built up or something from being hung by the lead. But I'm hoping it will just like be fine, because like I said, he does have the 10 heart damage reduction from fall damage, and I'm not entirely sure how that works, but I know it's not infinite, so I'm hoping that if I just like bring this guy up to the top, that will be enough to keep him from dying. And also that weird like instantaneous explosion type thing doesn't actually always happen. It's kind of like it's very inconsistent, weirdly, but I'm gonna hope it doesn't happen with our frog, because it's not that bad of a thing. It's just I have to regrow a tadpole, which I have plenty more, and then actually get the frog up in a way that will not kill it, which would be kind of hard to do if this doesn't work, but we're just going to hope this does work. The only problem is I actually have to get him up here, and he's kind of just hanging out for now, and I think... Oh, maybe... Okay, we're good. That's kind of why I didn't think it would work, because he's not really falling on the block, he's just like walking onto it from the ladder. But now I just have to bring him upstairs, which I think I might actually need some slime balls for, because frogs are lured by slime balls, so I'm just going to leave him there for now, because I don't really think I can pull him up there with a lead. And yeah, my other two tadpoles aren't grown yet, so I have to wait a little bit longer, but I can get that guy up while I wait. Apparently there's an advancement for leading frogs. I think it's for doing two different types of frogs, because that guy was on a fence post and that guy was leaded when I got it, but that is all three types of frogs. We got cold, temperate, and warm. Although, I have to say the colors, although I assume they are realistic to real life, are a little weird. I would think that guy would be cold, and like, this one would be warm, and that one temperate, but I don't know. Anyway, that is all three frogs, which is the kind of hard part of a Froglight farm all done, because they're all grown up and stuff. And now I have to do the quote-unquote easy part. It's still not that easy, but I have to get a source of magma cubes, because Froglights require frogs to eat small magma cubes, and then that produces a Froglight. So, if I hop over here into the nether and we head down here, somewhere in this area, I don't have a great sense of direction when it comes to these things, there is a bastion here. That was actually really fast, damn. This bastion has a specific component in it, or a specific structure, that is, I think it's called a treasure room, maybe? I'm not entirely sure, in all honesty, and I also apparently have no idea how to get into it, but I'll figure that out in a second. But pretty much that section of the bastion has a magma cube spawner in it, and a magma cube spawner is a perfect way to get an infinite source of magma cubes, because, well, it's a spawner, that's what it does. But hopefully, if I just hop down here, there shouldn't be too many piglins, and it doesn't look like there are. I think there are no brutes left in this place. Hopefully that's the goal, and I'm not sure that's true. I'm also not wearing gold right now, so the normal ones are at least a little bit of a threat. But in this building right here, if I just go in completely without fear, like a very smart person, right down here somewhere. I know they're in here. I'm just not entirely sure where. Actually, though, where are they? Hi, magma cubes. Right there. That's a magma cube spawner. So, I'm going to build a little structure around this thing, which is mostly just hollowing stuff out so we have maximum spawning spaces. And that will spawn the magma cubes, they'll fall down, get reduced to their minimum size, and then the frogs can eat them. So I guess it's a pretty simple farm, but let's hop into a quick little time lapse to empty out this area, clear out the lava, and build a box around this magma cube spawner. Actually, never mind. I forgot that the replay mod isn't out yet for 1.19, so no time lapse, but you're not really missing anything. It's a very simple farm, and I have it all built now. It's just a big glass box around a magma cube spawner that is in this bastion, and pretty much the magma cubes spawn. They fall down there into the grid of powdered snow, and all these sizes, but the super tiny ones, get frozen to death because the tiny ones can fit down here under the powdered snow, and the rest of them can't, and they just slowly freeze to death until it's all tiny ones. And then the tiny ones will get eaten by frogs, but I don't have frogs in yet, so I have to do that next, and then of course the Froglights are collected by the stopper minecart and emptied into this chest, which currently has magma cream in it for some reason. I don't really know why. But I have to actually get the frogs in here, which I've already have a little bit of a plan for, because frogs have fall damage reduction, but they're not invincible, and I have to get them from the nether roof, which is way up here, and if I drop them down there, they'll definitely die. But I have a slime block, so we drop them down, and they will bounce for a bit, probably, but that should work just fine, and then we just throw them in here, and I don't think that magma cubes attack frogs. I hope I'm right about that, and I wikied it briefly, and I'm pretty sure they don't. So, I'm going to go grab my frogs and throw them in, and we'll hope that everything goes fine. I'm a little nervous, because I don't want to have to grow up frogs again, even though it actually wasn't that much of a hassle. Into the nether portal they go, and hopefully the leads went through too, because I don't see any leads, but I assume they went through as well, because, okay, there's one of them. I've never really sent entities through a nether portal before. Well, not like this, at least, and hopefully, yep, I got all my leads back, but I have to recapture all of my frogs before they run away. There we go. Now I just have to walk a little bit. It's not too far. Oh my god, don't fall. Okay, I was worried they were going to fall in that hole, because that would probably result in, not good things for them. They look so goofy. Oh my god, I love these frogs. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm just gonna kind of pull them into the hole. Yep, there's one. And there's another one. And there is the third. Come on, get in there. You know you want to. Get in the hole. This guy is really good at not cooperating. There we go. That's all three frogs just kind of dangling there. I guess now we just go. I think the leads will break here, or not. I can slowly unlead them with each bounce. Okay, we're good. All the leads broke, and now I just have to wait for that guy to stop bouncing. There we go. Okay, so now we just have to get them into there, which shouldn't be too bad. Sadly, luring frogs with slime balls is really slow because their walking speed is nothing. So this might take a second, but I just need them to get up this lip on their own, and preferably a little bit further, I was hoping. Because I need to be able to push them, because otherwise there's no way they're going in, by themselves, and now I can't get up there. Beautiful. Okay, so this is kind of always how entity pushing goes. Don't get killed by magma cubes. They took damage. It's fine. Go. Yes, eat. Eat, my little frogs. Eat. To it. I just want to see it once. Oh, did they do it? Okay, I think they did it. I'm gonna seal them in and start getting rid of this stuff. I can get a better angle by going, out here. Yeah, they're eating them. Heck yeah. This is so cool. Okay, yeah, and it doesn't seem like the magma cubes are attacking them, so we should be good, and it should be producing Froglights now if I hop down below, which is, it's over here. Let's see. Okay. And four magma cream. Okay, but like that should have Froglights in it once it gets here. There we go, and it's seven magma cream. Okay, no Froglights yet. I'm just going to hope that that is not going to continue to be the case and that we will get Froglights. Which I assume we will, because it'd be weird if we didn't. But so far no Froglights, which is a little concerning. Although I'm pretty sure this. No, he definitely just pooped out a magma cream. I'm gonna go look up the Froglight mechanics again real quick. So I looked it up, and this is in fact how Froglights are supposed to be created. So I'm just gonna wait here and see if they produce any, because so far not a single Froglight has been produced. At least I don't think so. Yeah, no, there's nothing. But like, this is in theory how it's supposed to work. So I'm just gonna wait here for a little bit, see if they produce something, and if they don't, let me fly. Thank you. Okay, and if they don't, then well, I'll figure out what to do from there, because I don't really know. So I've sat here for a little bit, and I also did some Googling to see if anyone has had a similar problem, and still no Froglights have spawned. But I did find something online about outdated data packs causing Froglights to not drop for some reason. So I'm going to go ahead and update all my data packs, because I do have a few at least on this world, and hopefully that'll fix the issue. And if it doesn't, I don't know what to do, because that's the only thing I found. Okay, there we go. Updated all the data packs, and we're getting Froglights. So I would say we are all good. Nice. Now, those should be collected. I might have to upgrade my collection system a little bit, because it's kind of producing more Froglights than I thought it would. But we'll see about that. I'm not really sure I'll need to, and also I kind of just failed miserably to actually put this glass back in the right place. But anyway, there we go, much better. Okay, let's see. Well, we have 36 magma cream. I wonder if it will still produce magma cream now that it's fixed, or if it just produces Froglights. That is a kind of weird glitch, though. I wonder which data pack was causing that. But it should now be all good once this minecart comes back around. It should be nice and full of Froglights, and be able to use them in all sorts of different builds. Oh, okay. So I just checked the hopper, and I'm gonna need a couple, I'm gonna need a better storage system. That's a lot of Froglights. Although, I am gonna check one more thing before I just go ahead and upgrade the storage system, which is, there are kind of a lot of magma cubes built up in here, so I'm wondering if I kind of just let it run for a bit, clear out all the excess, if I will actually need more collection, or if this will do once it's like all up and running and everything's caught up. And it seems like the answer is probably yes, because that hasn't gone down much. But I do have one of each type of Froglight now, and these look absolutely amazing. I really like the purple one especially. It doesn't really fit Parrotcraft very well, so I'll probably be using the other two mostly, but all three of them look so good. Oh, I love it when they add new light sources, because I find that a kind of problem with Minecraft sometimes is that there's not really light sources that really fit builds too well. Like, you have like your torches and stuff, but you don't have a lot of really like more colorful ones. You have like these, and you have soul lanterns, and that's about it. So I really like that they added more. Plus, these ones are directional, and you can place them in all sorts of wacky patterns. So I'll definitely have some fun with that. But I'm gonna AFK here a little bit, get some more Froglights, and also see if I actually need to upgrade my collection system, because it won't be that hard. It's just I don't really want to do it. All I have to do is add a little system that actually unloads the minecart every time, as opposed to it just going over some hoppers. So as it turns out, I did have to build that system, but like I said, it's very simple. It just stops the minecart so that it actually unloads every time, and this system can fully keep up, because now the limit is if it generates more than 5 stacks per minecart like revolution, then we have a problem, but that's not ever going to happen. It's just like some redstone behind this wall. Like I said, it's insanely simple. It checks if this hopper has any stuff in it, and if it does, then it depowers this rail. So pretty much when that comes to unload, that hopper then has stuff on it, and it doesn't let the minecart leave until it is unloaded. So very easy, and yeah, it's just kind of, I don't know why I didn't want to do it, but anyway, it's done now. And that means the entire Froglight farm is done, so we should be getting a pretty good supply of them. I already have more than a stack of each, so this thing is gonna generate us more than we need for sure, which is kind of what I was looking for. But I think with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. So for now, like if you liked, subscribe if you like it. Have a great day. As always, I can't zoom still. Bye bye.